Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're doing just fine. Olá, como está? O português não é a minha língua nativa, nem o inglês, mas sei que entre vós há aquelas para quem o português é língua nativa e é muito bom ouvir palavras de saudação na sua língua nativa. Então, olá a todos! September is just around the corner. I congratulate you on the beginning of the school year. I wish you all the best that can happen to you in your student life. And to those of us who are already working, I wish you good luck, inspiration, and easy work. Today, I draw Iuno from the game Wuthering Waves. Her color palette is mainly blue with some golden essence, and I must confess, there are a lot of great characters with wonderfully designed color palettes, but for a while, blue with gold is my favorite color palette for the character. Blue color gives a feeling of space, calmness, and depth, while gold shines especially brightly against the blue background. And what do you think about this? I don't know a color that doesn't go well with blue, no matter if it is a cool or warm blue. In my latest video, I mentioned warm and cool colors, how to differentiate them and how to use them. Hi, this is me from editing room, and this is a small editing. To move on to explaining how I do the lighting in my works, I should give you this explanation. Basically, color wheel is divided into two parts. Warm colors are on the right part and cool colors are on the left. Warm colors are yellow, red and orange, while cold colors are blue, green and purple. Warm colors advance and stand out and are good for highlighting elements and make emphasis, whereas cool colors can recede to create a sense of space and depth. Yes, and it's a great tool to work with. But it's all relative. In nature exist undertones. Because of undertones, every color can be cooler or warmer. To illustrate what I'm talking about, here is a color wheel. I'll use the top layer with the opacity reduced to about 20%. And drawing on this layer with orange color, I add some orange pigment to this yellow. So this way I make yellow move to the right on the color wheel to get closer to orange. Now I'll do the same, but adding green. This way I'll make this yellow move to the left on the color wheel and get closer to the green. And here is the rule. It is a warm color if you feel that on the color wheel it feels closer to the color that is to the right of it. And it's a cool color if you feel that on the color wheel it feels closer to the color that is to the left of it. Of course, to use this rule correctly, you always need to rotate the color wheel so that the color is at the very top of the color wheel, otherwise confusion is possible. And now we come to the most interesting part, how to apply knowledge about warm and cool colors in your drawing. Here I have blue background. Just be sure that your blue is not too dark, or the method will not work. On the color dodge layer, draw using bright yellow, bright blue, bright green. The brighter color you take, the brighter your accent will shine. But again, control your brightness. Otherwise, you will overload your painting with shining and burn your colors. The lighter your color under color dodge layer, the brighter the halo around the object will be. But again, don't make your background too light, or it will reduce the contrast between the accent and the background. The secret is that The coolest and brightest colors with that I paint my essence on the color dodge layer will shine much more than if I used warm colors. Color dodge is a super powerful tool for creating amazing effects. You can do something that you didn't even plan or expect, but it's also not too precise tool and not always predictable. So we need to be very accurate, experiment a lot, and to be attentive when you use it. If talking about my painting process, I prefer to plan the colors for my painting in advance, to draw on the layers with a normal mode for total control over the colors, and to go from less to more saturated colors during painting. I use color dodge in the very end to add emphasis to my painting. In addition to color dodge, we have other modes in Photoshop to add essence and adjust colors. Bit by bit, I'll talk about them in my next videos. Please like and subscribe this video. This way you will help me a lot. Have a wonderful day or night. Bye!